Hey guys, bear with me. I am eating some pureed chicken salad. I feel like I could have pureed it a little bit better, but I blended it up really well, but there's still pieces in there some, but I'm taking very small bites and chewing as good as I can. So I wanted to come on real quick. I know this is a crazy video angle. I kind of have my phone propped up on a tissue box on a pillow on my lap. So I know I haven't done an update since my surgery last week. There I go, all the time. I had to be at the hospital last Wednesday morning on the 19th at 5 o'clock in the morning. Got there, got checked in and everything. They came in, got me hooked up, and I was probably back in surgery by 7. I don't remember. They gave me something to calm my nerves while I was waiting for the anesthesiologist to come in and talk to me and my surgeon and everything. And I remember talking to them, and then I remember two people coming and saying, "Okay, you ready to go?" And I remember them wheeling me into the operating room, and I vaguely remember them putting like the oxygen mask on my face and telling me to take a couple breaths. And then next thing I know, I woke up, and I don't remember being in recovery. I only remember being woke up in my room. So sorry, but this is my first real meal since surgery. They just put me on pureeds today. So surgery went very well. They ended up not repairing the hernia because it was so small when they went back in there that they said that they didn't want to fool with trying to repair it as well. So they ended up, he said my old gastric pouch was just extremely large. And it wasn't that I had stretched it or anything. The doctor had just made it a lot larger than what most doctors make it. The doctor didn't do anything wrong making it that size. He said that this new surgeon said that the gastric pouch size isn't even actually what makes us lose weight with a gastric bypass. He said it's just the bypass in itself and the malabsorption, all that stuff. So he made my pouch smaller, so it's now just like I don't know, the size of an egg maybe. It's pretty small. And then he completely removed the remnant stomach. So in the short amount of time of waiting to go to surgery and everything, I had developed a ulcer back, and it was, I guess, really bad. It was fused together. It had like fused my pouch and my old remnant stomach together. And so everything got taken care of. When I woke up after surgery, they had me on IV, I think it was Dilaudid or something like that. I think it was Dilaudid. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but IV every 3 hours. And let me tell you what, I have never experienced so much pain in my life as I did the first 2 days after this surgery. And they even done nerve block on each side of my stomach. They did do it after I was already under anesthesia. When I had my first gastric bypass, they done the nerve block, but done it while I was awake, and oh my gosh, it was painful. But thankfully, at least they done this time. And I don't know if it's because they removed that whole remnant stomach, so I had a bigger incision. But now after, the first couple days, and once I came home and everything on just, oral pain medicine and everything, I'm feeling much better. Today is pretty rough because I had my 1 week follow-up doctor's appointment and I didn't have anyone to drive me, so I drove myself, which wasn't bad. But then they told me what vitamins they wanted me to start taking and everything. It put me on pureed foods. So I needed to stop by Target to get the vitamins that they wanted me to start taking, as well as all I have is a great big huge not Nutra, maybe it is Nutrisystem, I don't remember. It's like a Vitamix blender, but it's humongous. So I just went ahead and grabbed one of the little small bullet mixers that's got several cups with it and stuff, because I figured I can do shakes with it, protein shakes and everything. And it would be easier than trying to carry the great big blender up and down the stairs, and I'm not supposed to be carrying anything anyway. So, yeah, I stopped and got that. That was a little bit too much. I did get a couple things of juice. I didn't lift it all at once, so I think they said on my paper I could lift up to 15 pounds, but when I was at the doctor's office today, they told me not to lift anything, so I don't know. And I mean, it could be because when they took the stuff off the incisions, I'll show you a little bit. You're not going to be able to see a whole lot. Here's a few of the incisions. And yes, I have pants on, people. But they had to cover a couple of them up with Band-Aids because of the blood thinner, so they just were bleeding. So, let's see. So I'm on Pureaids now for 10 days. And then for 2 weeks after that, I'll be on just soft foods. And then after that, I'll just be regular. I'll have a follow-up appointment. Before, and I know all surgeons put you on, and dietitians put you on different multivitamins and stuff. You can go back and look at my other videos of what multivitamins I was on after my gastric bypass the first time. Now with this revision and everything, I have to take Flintstone vitamins, which is weird because I've heard so many people, surgeons, tell them do not take Flintstone vitamins. But I have to take it with the 18 milligrams of iron added twice a day, but only for the first 3 months. Then after the first 3 months, I'll go back to my regular calcium. No, I take that back. Okay, so for the first 3 months. Then after the first 3 months, then I'll switch to a regular multivitamin. They don't want me having any gummy vitamins whatsoever. I'm not allowed to take more than 2 pills at a time. And see, I didn't know that. Before, I took all of my vitamins and everything all at once. I was told that I was able to. This time, they said don't take more than 2 pills at once. Don't ever take rapid release or timed release medicine because our bodies won't absorb it. Calcium. Oh, guys. Sorry. So, for calcium, they have me just taking regular Tums. 1 Tums 3 times a day. They said 500 milligrams a piece. Okay, I looked at all the Tums, the off-brand Tums, and everything, and I could not find 500 milligrams at all. The most that any of them has in them is 400 that I could find. Maybe there's a different brand out there. I don't know. I went to CVS inside of Target, so all I could find was 400. So, if I have to take a little bit more extra to make up for the calcium, I will. And then it does say your body absorbs calcium easily when taken in 500 milligram doses. After 3 months, I'll switch to calcium citrate, and it won't just be the Tums. So then it says, do not take calcium within 2 hours of multivitamin with iron supplements. Then I also have to take 500 mcg of vitamin B12, dissolvable or sublingual, which I already have that at home. Sorry, guys. And then my vitamin D3, that's the same as what I already had here. And then they recommend taking biotin. It's not required, but they said that it'll help with your hair, skin, and nails. I have to go get, of course, my full blood work done before my 1 month follow-up. My 1 month follow-up is on the 20... I think it's on the 22nd, because they released me to go back to work on the 21st. And then, of course, my pre-op appointment, my 1 month follow-up appointment, is the day after I go back to work, which my appointment's at 7:45 in the morning. I don't have to be at work until 9, so there's no big deal there. The only thing that's aggravating is I don't have FMLA available for work. So it's aggravating because the surgeon's office, even though they've done your surgery, they have you off of work, tell you when you can return to work, they will only fill out paperwork for leave for work, being off work, if it's FMLA. If it's short-term disability, which is all I have available, they will not fill out the paperwork. So, of course, I had to make yet another doctor's appointment with my family doctor, and which they'll fill out the paperwork and stuff, but it's aggravating because it's an extra doctor's appointment that I got to go to. So other than that, everything's going as well as can be. I'm already back sleeping in the bed. The incisions are uncomfortable still, and that you have that pulling sensation and everything. But as far as like the acid and the stomach pain that I was having before this, completely gone. Now, granted, yes, I do have pain, but it's different than the pain that I was experiencing post this revision. So that's a great thing. Surgeon said, I could still get ulcers down the road. He said he don't believe I will. He said he thinks everything will be okay. But he said because that pouch being bigger in the beginning, it causes a lot of other problems, such as ulcers and the acid and different things that I was having. So, nothing to blame the other surgeon on. He said, he didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. That's just how he does his surgeries, but it can cause problems down the road. So, anyways, I've been on here almost 15 minutes already. I'm going to finish eating my meal and try to get the rest of my liquids in, because I'm definitely behind. This time is a little bit harder to get the liquids in because I feel full faster than before. Before drinking, I felt no restriction. I had no trouble. This time is a little bit harder, but I'm making it. I'm feeling decent, and I will update soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.